You want a war? You're going to get one.
Drop it.
What was that? He had no time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
The brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
only Cowboys game.
You
The brother
literally.
screwed us. The brother screwed us. He had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks.
Yo, by the way, Dingbat here. Welcome to Friday's afternoon live stream. What is going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. Dallas still stinks. Is that not the truth or what? I just always think, man, it's just so true. Chris North, what's up? Donnie, what's up? A Warrior Rage, what's happening? Buck Rays Bolts, what's going on? Kyle, what's happening? DKB, Lord Vaughn, Ken James, Romeo, Scotty, Dave Dust, 125, Mayday, SC Birds fan. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. What's going on, everybody? Nick, what's up? ADW, Parker the Fly, Hazard. Thank you guys so much for being here. So, of course, we got the game this weekend, which is an important game. And I'll be putting out my preview prediction video later today. But what I really want, a cat right here, sleeping right here, Mark. But one of the things that, thank you, really want to talk about is what are the Eagles going to do? They need defensive reinforcements. They're going to have to go out and get a guy. And the question I have for you guys today, what I kind of want to discuss, is it better to go after a cornerback or a pass rusher? I felt that the Eagles could use depth at pass rusher, even after getting Zadarius Smith. Now with Nolan Smith on the IR, do we need to go get a pass rusher over a corner? That's the question I have. Yeah, the kitty loves to sleep on me. So, as soon as I came home, it just came right up. What's up, baby? Nick, thank you for the super chat. First of the day, I appreciate it. Hendrickson or Walker are my main targets. I love it. I love it. Hendrickson, I was thinking, well, Hendrickson signed a contract, but he just restructured his last year of a deal. So he could be a perfect target. Perfect target. Fredo, what's going on? Profit 500, what's poppin', my guy? What's going on? How are you? Jordan Davis is the man. Steve Rose, what's going on? This is best love for Eagles. Thank you, JJ. Troy says DB. It's a great question. Because how much does a pass rusher help a DB? How much does a DB help the pass rush? We only have, 3 sacks on the year? 3 sacks. And I worry about the ability to get an edge. I would probably, given a choice, and it would depend who it is. If you could get Denzel Ward, fine. But if you have to go for a lesser tier corner, I would rather go for a big splash like a Travon Walker, a Hendrickson. But I think the Eagles got to go get pass rushing help. Nolan Smith's gone for what? Until like at least week 10? Where are you going to get your production at? That's the question. Brian, what's going on, man? How are you? Let's go Philly. We need pass rushing. Yeah, I feel like we need that too. Philly, if you had to bet 500, would you bet to trade for it? If I had to bet, instead of the player, I'll tell you, I would think that they would draft the pass rusher or trade for a pass rusher before a corner. All right, bye, Kitty. Kitty wants to go now. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. I'll see you, Princess, later. Nick, thank you for the super chat. He goes, yeah, Hendrickson a free agent. Sorry, yeah, because somebody asked me about him the other day. I was like, well, he just redid his contract, but I forgot. It wasn't a brand new deal. It was basically a restructure for 1 year. The Bengals, they need to lose like another game or so, and we're in good shape. How about Jalen Phillips is a guy that we've heard a lot of rumors about. Vic Fangio knows who he is. That may be where they go. It could totally be where they go. But I think you're going to have to go. I think you have to go. Yeah, I think you have to go edge rusher over corner. I mean, if you could do both, do both. But I'm just saying. Did some research, and they don't want to add any extra pass rushers. It'll take 3 to 4 weeks to bring them up to speed. By that time, Nolan will be back. But even if you have Nolan, it's still you need another guy. You've got 3 sacks in 3 games. How many have come off the edge? You know, you have 3 sacks in 3 games. Nolan Smith has 0. I think you need a pass rusher anyways. You know, and a guy like Hendrickson, a guy like one of those guys, I think they could get up to speed way quicker. Troy, what's going on, my man? How are you? Chaos, what's up, my man? Big love to you too. Crystal, how are you? You're a big fan of season better. Eagles are winning. They're definitely winning. Nico, what's happening? Nolan is average at best. You can't find Nolan's production in free agency. You can find it in free agency. Well, I really thought that Nolan Smith broke out in the playoffs. But so far this year, maybe he's still hurt. But he just is not giving us production. And even Jalen Hunt is showing he needs more time as well. I think you need a pass rusher regardless. Nick, thank you for the super chat. He goes, Bengals won't let Trey walk. He definitely getting traded. Yeah, exactly. And they lose a couple more games. I don't think they're going anywhere. So it may be the perfect opportunity for the Eagles. That would be a great pickup. But I mean, look, we know this for a fact, right? Even with Nolan Smith when he was healthy, the Eagles offered what? 2 first-round picks, a 3rd and a 5th, and apparently a player which we all think might have been Jordan Davis for Parsons. Well, if you're willing to go that far for another edge rusher, then why wouldn't you add one? Without a solid defensive back, it don't matter who you get if you can't cover 2 more seconds. Those 2 seconds coverage time determination if you're almost got there. Now, I hear you. It's a definitely concern. However, if you don't have guys that can get to the quarterback, you forget about holding for 2 seconds. They're going to have to hold for another second or 2, which is very hard for a corner to have to hold on for. So you need people to get home. As we all know, the pass rush helps the secondary. The secondary helps the pass rush. It works in tandem, you know. Maybe the Eagles do a move where, and I don't know. I mean, maybe they look at it and say, Ja'Cory Bennett's the guy we got, and that's it. Let him get healthy. Or they look at it and say, maybe you do too. You get a middle of the ground corner, and a premier pass rusher. But I personally think you got to go pass rusher. Senior football says we need to get Walker. Come on, baby. Come on. You want back in? Okay. Come on. There you go. Go to sleep. I think they should grab Hendrickson so he could. Who is this guy? Dude, time that guy out. He's just spamming. Let me see who this Momo is. Let's see. I gotta time this guy out. He's just spamming. I can't time him out. He won't let me do it. I can't find him. Somebody time him out for me. Just time him out for like 90 seconds or something. A couple minutes. He's just spamming. Justin, thank you for the super chat. He goes, TJ Watt out? Yeah, they just signed him to a giant contract. What's up, Lacey Ferd? How are you? Big D said hit that like, thank you. Philly, what if they use Campbell on the edge? I think they're going to try that. I just wonder how much they can actually do that. You know what I mean? And Justin, thank you for that super chat. Yeah, I think TJ Watt's out because he signed. Didn't he sign a contract? Marie says, yo, Philly, if you go back and look at 2017 schedule and this year's schedule, kind of the same, just off by 4 games. So they might be another Super Bowl year. It is another Super Bowl year. It definitely is. Philly also, what's going on? Bennett finally got to play, showing his solid. Then he gets injured. I know, it sucks. If the Birds had Rodgers, they would fix everything, and they let him walk for $8 million a year. I know, it turning out to be a bad move. It is. Why they didn't seem to like him that much when he was here? I don't know. Sean says, I definitely think they need a pass rusher. We already have 2 good corners. We've got 2 good corners. I feel like if we could just get somebody to be competent at that second position. But man, where are the sacks? Where's the pressure coming from? We get pressure up the middle, but you only have 3 sacks all year. 3 sacks in 3 games. That's not good. Do you wait for Dean to come back and then... Yeah. What I would do is I would wait for Dean to come back. And when he's ready, which it looks like it's getting close, then I think I would put Jod Campbell at edge. See how he could do. No, Rodgers did not play like that for us. And maybe he needed that year back just to adjust. And we weren't patient enough with him. I don't know. Campbell's not edge, though. They packaged him on the edge a few plays, but he's not an edge. He's off the ball. We need a pure edge rusher. Well, yeah, he's not full-time. And, I think they look at him. He probably could do both. I don't know how effectively he could edge rush, but, I don't know. Matthew says, my other account got shadow blocked. I have no idea what I could do with the other side. Got shadow blocked on my channel? Or, just all over YouTube? Because I didn't block you. And I would have no reason. I'll check it if it's my channel you're talking about. Justin says, and thank you for the super chat, my man. Says, why can't Carter and Davis be freaks at the same time? They are. I think they are. I think Carter's rounding into shape. I think Jordan Davis is there. I think they're going to want to keep those guys. And when things happen, are you saying on my channel, Matthew? I'll look right now. Robert says, go Birds. Go Birds, right. Bradley Chubb would be nice, super cheap for... Yeah, maybe. I don't know, thanks. I'm a member account. The same name. My full name. Alright, let me go see. Everybody, give me 1 second here. You're saying you're blocked on my channel. Okay. Well, I didn't block you. I don't think I've blocked one person yet, except for those spam things. I haven't blocked anybody this year, which I'm very happy about. All right, let's see. I'm looking. I don't know who this is, so I'm going to unblock them. If I don't know who it is, I unblock them. I don't know why that guy's blocked. Not seeing your name. You are not blocked on here. I don't know what's going on. You're not blocked, Matthew. Try your thing again, but you're not blocked on here. It's a mystery. It's okay. Nah, I hate that crap. But you're not blocked on here. It's not you. You're not in my block list. Donald says, what up, White Rerun? The Eagles brother just tapped in. Fly Eagles fly. What's going on, my man? How are you? White Rerun in the house. 4th and Philly. What's going on? No news on C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He hasn't even posted on X. He hasn't even posted on X at all. Yeah, if you could look in, try that other account and see, and then we'll fit. Then I'll make sure you have a wrench. But you're not blocked. And I'll double check when I'm done. Zach says, dude, Philly, you must be retired to be streaming like crazy. Nope. 5 in the morning, get up, go, come back, take the kids to school, come back, stream an hour, film a quick video, go back to work, edit the video, then finish my work day, then I come home. That's what I do. It's a long, long day. A lot of them. But you got to do what you got to do. Peter Riley, what's going on? Pino, thank you for subscribing. Prolific says, what up, Philly? A.K.A. Mother Humper. What's up? Philly, my 13-year-old granddaughter, Sarah, suggested that we of the Dingbat Nation need to put together a fund to get our Philly 500 a pair of glasses for games. She watches with me and loves it. I know, I need it. I thought they missed a field goal. And I have a 75-inch screen I'm looking at. And I thought they missed that field goal last night. I thought that Carter didn't hit Dak Prescott. If I like a word, I am, man. One day, though, one day, if YouTube would just open that algorithm up for me and stop throttling my ass, maybe I could stay home. Hey, Philly, I think they let Dean play the edge. He's always seemed like, I don't know. I think Dean would be small. I do make YouTube just for fun. The amount of time can take surprising. Can't imagine doing real channel. It's a full-time job in itself, especially during football season. But the way I see it is during football season, let it all go. You know, there's a lot of downtime in the off season. Even though I do stuff pretty much every day, you do get more downtime. But when it's football season, you gotta just balls to the ground work. Philly 500, CJ's laying low because he's trying to get back to Philly. That's what I hope. Rock the Artist, time for action. What's up, buddy? Justin, thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. Eagles ain't bringing back CJ. Don't know if it should. Now, I don't think they will either. I think they let him go for a reason. But I think they should. But I don't think they will. So I appreciate it, but thank you, Matthew. Niners all damn days. You're 3-0. You guys stink. Good for you, man. I can't do the work on time, man. 39 for 3 jobs plus business on side. I'm good now. Yeah, I hear you. Brian Pumper, alt account is in the chat. Where is he at, man? Philly, good news. Lane Johnson was a full go of practice. Was that today? Did the injury report come out already today? That's early. That's great because that means I can film quick. I don't have to wait. Kevin Patullo is the new Captain Hook. He might be. Jordan Davis is going to be a quarterback. Dare you sack him? Jordan Davis is going to get himself an extension. A pass rush helps defensive back, but defensive back needs to be able to hold up for a few seconds needed. I agree. Question is this. What position is better that will be available? Right? Like if, let's say Denzel Ward's available. Well, and let's say none of the pass rushers like Hendrickson, the kid in Jacksonville, Travon Walker, let's say none of those guys are available, but Denzel Ward is. Well, you got to go for the best player, whatever position it is. Sources on Trey and Denzel. I don't know. You tell me what sources of what. I don't know what are you asking for? Eagles, y'all gonna lose Sunday? We might. So let me ask you, Ken James. Do you hate the Eagles more than you would hate, let's say, Detroit? Chicago? Like, what's the Eagles' hatred level? Even Bryce Huff has 2 sacks as a top 10 hurries. I know. He wouldn't have flourished in our system, though. He wouldn't have flourished in the system. I remember when some people wanted to trade Jordan Davis, and I was telling them that was our best run. I know. I didn't want to either. Rodgers, but we're too dependent on Ringo at a cheaper price. Green Bay's overhyped. I think you're right. Rawls and Found, thank you for the super chat. No one is trading this early. Still, there's still hope. No, not this early, but you get another week or two of losing, it's going to happen. The question is, can Jordan Davis do it for 17 games? That's the question. My feeling is I never thought Jordan Davis had a talent problem, even when he was heavier. He showed flashes. He just couldn't be consistent at that weight. I think at the weight he's in now, I think he can. And I think it started actually in the playoffs. I think At the end of the year, he started playing good. Then he started playing good in the playoffs. Remember, big game, NFC Championship game. I don't know if you guys see. Go back and watch my NFC Championship game, like the game, the video after. I said Jordan Davis made a sack on Jaden Daniels. He goes to the sideline. He's headbutting guys that have helmets on with no helmet on. But he was like taking breaths, like you could tell, like he was starting to believe he could play. And then he had a great Super Bowl, got a sack, and he's been good ever since. More the hate, the happier. What did Ken James say? I'm curious who he hates more. Your video says big trade and has trade Denzel. It doesn't say big trade. You didn't read it. It says, let me read it for you. It says Howie's plan. Says Eagles looking for a defensive reinforcement. It does say nothing about trading those guys. Those guys are rumored by everybody in the world to be on a trade block. So you read it wrong. Exactly, Philly have 500. The only one who never doubted Jordan Davis. Everyone has been. Oh, yes. Jordan Davis finally come out. Yeah. Dak going to try to get Micah to spit on him. We'll see what Dak does. I'm thinking Packers, but it would be better for us if Dallas wins. Well, it might in terms of playoff seeding, but I want Dallas to lose. I can't help it. I just want him to lose. I want Mark to be miserable. 330, please running 19 pounds. That's not stoppable. No. We aren't cool with any fans. They all are jealous cocksuckers. We never had smoke with half these teams are now talking. Yeah, I know. They're jealous. I could never take Packer. They're so nice. They usually are pretty nice. That's what I'm saying. Like, El Yepa, what's going on? Logan Motorsports says, hey, Tommy. Shuno says, Davis chased down Stafford and didn't get winded. Then ran for a touchdown same game. Davis got in great shape. He did. Yeah, he's not answering my question. I'm just curious, like, because we hear it from, we know how much we've pissed off the Viking fans in the past, the 49ers fans, like, you know, like all these teams that I could never care about, all of a sudden they hate us. Green Bay, the Chiefs, we get the Chiefs guy comes in and he can't let it go. I don't even read the name. I'm like 500. Yes, I'm in, right? I appreciate that. No, I mean, it's simple. The thumbnail's simple. The rumored guys on the trade block with Howie talking about bringing in defensive reinforcements. There's nothing where I said they're trading for these guys. That's just stupid. Vic has J-Lix out there trying to cover wide receiver half the time. It's definitely not a system for pure 3-down pass rusher. No, it's not. You have to be willing to do that, and that's true. But sometimes you got to make adjustments. Like sometimes, if a guy can't do it, but he can get to the quarterback, you got to let him just go get to the quarterback. You hate Packer fans? I've never had a problem with Packer fans. Except for them getting Reggie. Only thing that really pissed me off. But now, they you know, now with the whole push-tush, they ratted us out. They tried to get it. Like, now I don't like them. Prolific says, my dog caught ya. California Eagle here. Thank you, my man. Vic should run 3 defensive tackles more often. What's up with Trey? Well, Trey's got 1 year left on his deal. Bengals are kind of in trouble. So he could be a prime suspect to be traded. Matthew says, I was fine with Green Bay until the tush push. Feeling teacher vibe. Yeah, I know. That really bothered me. I do want, one day I want to go to Lambeau. I want to see an Eagles game at Lambeau in the cold. 500, if the Eagles didn't exist or were wiped from the league completely, who would your next favorite team be? I don't have one. I don't have one at all. I wouldn't have one. Go Eagles. I can't imagine myself liking anybody else. I hate all the teams. I hate every team. Like, I literally hate every team. There are teams that I hate more and some I hate less. Some I don't care about. I'm indifferent. Maybe I like a player, like, like Detroit. Like, I hate the Detroit Lions. But when Barry Sanders played, I loved watching Barry. I mean, my fiance is a Packer fan and keeps putting Packer gear on our 1-year-old. Oh, I told her she's not going to get matrimony duties. She keeps it up. I told her Eagles belt to ass Packers last year. Twice we did it. Twice. But you're right. We got 580 people in the chat. 168 likes. Make sure if you guys haven't hit that like, make sure you subscribe. Might fly from DC to go to the Eagles Packer game in Green Bay this year. My roommate's Packer fan. Yeah, that I want to do that one day. I want to go to Lambeau and when it's cold and the Eagles are playing. One of these days I will. I agree, Philly. Thank you. The Eagles squeaking. Here we go. Here's another butthurt Chiefs fan. Chiefs are in the AFC. Like who cares about the Chiefs? And we got another butthurt Chiefs fan. I love it. The Eagles squeaking wins won't last. You've been doing it for how many years? You got 3 Super Bowls off of it. Don't tell me about that. Rylan says, I'm not going to lie, Lane Johnson's back is huge. Last time we played Tampa, we didn't have Johnson, Brown, or Smith. Now we got all 3. As long as we don't let the pressure disrupt our pass game, I'm confident. I feel like the Eagles are going to be up for this game. Like, I think they know they haven't beat Tampa, and they're going to go down there. I think they're going to beat the crap out of them, dude. Philly 5, have we played all the teams that hate the tush push? No, not all of them. Tampa, I think, is not one of them. I don't think Tampa voted against it. But we will be playing the Packers later this year. If I had to pick an AFC team, it's the Bills been from a kid. Well, if I had to pick a team, it would not be a team that is winning. It would be a team that stinks. But I hate, my first team is the Eagles. My second team's whoever. I guess this week my second favorite team is the Packers. Anybody who plays Dallas, I root for. AJ says, Philly 500, DeJean, Mitchell, Davis, Cardinal, and now Campbell, we're going to have to trade or let someone walk eventually, but who? Well, I don't know. I mean, I think DeJean, Mitchell are staying. Carter's definitely staying. I think there's questions about Nolan Smith. I think Davis is working his way into a contract. I think Nolan Smith may be the guy that's got to show us something. He's got to show us something. We broke your will. We broke your spirit. Look at you. You're in an NFC channel talking about an NFC team. Like, I don't even think about the Chiefs because you're an AFC team. You have no bearing on us until we play you in the Super Bowl. Have you noticed that every coach that doesn't have a vagina were the ones that voted? Yep. Tampa can't step the tush, which they don't need to vote against it. They can, yeah. Tampa, at least, I can respect the Bucks in that way. Yeah, Chiefs are going to lose the Ravens and they are done. Chiefs not worth their time. Well, I mean, they're an AFC team. You don't play them twice a year. You don't play them every year. You're not trying to get home field advantage over them. If you play them during a year, that's once every, 3 years? And then if you play them in the playoffs, it's got to be the Super Bowl. But those Chief fans are hurt. They thought they were going to have their Netflix special with the 3 championships in a row, and it went, thank you, birds. And they hate us. Everybody hates us. Everybody should love us because everybody was sick and tired of the Chiefs. We were sick and tired of watching the Chiefs all the time, and we ended them. People should love us. Trying to maybe tactically one of these days we've got to go to Lambeau. I've been to the Eagles, of course, the Old Vet, the Eagles regular stadium. I've been to Meadowlands, been to DC, never been at the Dallas Stadium. But if I could choose one stadium to go see a game, not in Philly, it would be Green Bay. But it's got to be when it's cold in Green Bay. I don't want to be there when it's like 70 degrees. I want it cold. Barron says, very frustrating to see our interior defensive line get penetration, but our edge rushers can't get home. It's really frustrating. We are now the new team to hate. Gentilla, it's so true. So true. Tampa Bay voted against it, but Todd Bowles wanted to vote to keep it. Oh, did they really? Okay. Well, I know what Todd Bowles said this week, and I love that. We go to the Super Bowl every year. and you lose to us. Devontae Jones, thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate it. Tampa voted against it, but Bowles said he likes the play. Sounds like the front office overruled him. Yeah, it did. Well, then they need to pay the price. Push that ass, you know? Todd Bowles ain't going to back down. Somebody needs to figure out how to stop it instead of trying to ban it. Andrew says, Philly, if Gannon gets fired, got to bring back Nick Rallis. Gannon stole him from us. Could be. Yeah, I agree. He was pretty good. And that probably may have been the most frustrating person that left when Gannon left. No matter how well the Eagles do, we'll always be disrespected. I was shocked when we got that no call by the NFL because they hardly ever get. I know, right? Need new offensive coordinator. The dude sucks. I don't know why the Eagles got cheap on an offensive coordinator. I think we're going to find out everything we can about him this week, you know? Oh, boy, you're getting heavy. But you're not heavy. Sleep. Go ahead, sleep. Yeah. The Lions going to beat you? I shake not. Lions defense is like a wet paper towel. We're going right through the Lions. Man, imagine Gannon selling out on a Super Bowl for a head coach gig. And he's sucking so bad he's going to get fired. I know, right? They looked horrible last night. That cat is ridiculous. I need to shut up, right? The NFL stacked the deck against Philly, and they keep winning. Goodell's a punching the air right now. I mean, the Eagles literally have no back-to-back home games this year. What does that tell you? CNK, thank you for the super chat, my man. Appreciate you. Because 500, I think we can get Phillips from Miami. By the way, where did you get that Alex banner with the playoffs? That's fire. So this banner was on the Eagles website and then sold out, and I found it on eBay. And I was able to get it on eBay. I wanted this one bad because it had all the scores. So that's where I got it. And Phillips is definitely, if he's healthy, he could be definitely a guy. But I would consider him, you know, like a middle tier type guy. To be fair, statistically, our defense cheeked so far this year as well. Yeah. Yo, Philly, I can't wait to watch Saquon documentary on Prime. I know. I got a lot of things I want to watch coming up. Tough schedule with no back-to-back home games. Yeah, has any team done that? I love you too, man. Chiefs fans mad because Philly owns those mother humpers, right? The Rams dominated you that game, should have lost. No, they dominated the first half of that game. Unfortunately for the Rams, you have to play 60 minutes. The Rams had two things happen. One, the Eagles came to life. Well, there's three things. The Eagles came to life offensively. Two, the Eagles saw something on the field goal. And three, and maybe this is the most important, when you have opportunities to score touchdowns and you have to settle for field goals, they only scored 9 points. They had 3 straight drives, I think, where they were controlling the clock and they could not get touchdowns. That always comes back and haunts you. When's the last time the Bucs came to Philly? I can't even remember, dude. Philly, where you get your hats from? Usually the Eagles store. Most of them. Where's my corner? In Minnesota. That's every game for the Chiefs, so you should know about almost lose, right? I mean, we don't win games with like phantom penalties on the other team when it should be over. Like, we don't get that, you know. Mark with the C says, I don't mean to rub it in, but me and my brother are going to Lambeau on the 10th. That's awesome. Yeah, that you're not rubbing it in at all. That's great. We got 670 motor humpers in the chat. Thank you guys so much. We were one play away from taking 2 Super Bowls away from the Chiefs. Agreed. 500 gets his the red one, the red, blue, and white one I got was on Hatland. Chiefs are mid. Yep. This is the first one I've seen unspoken. I didn't see anything else. This is the first thing I saw. Professor Hammond says, we'll make up for the lack of back-to-back games with home field throughout the... Yeah, right? I agree. I wonder, though, has there ever been a team that didn't have any back-to-back home games, or are we like the first? I trust in almighty Dingbat, who would never been wrong, right? Brothers, ever got the best hats. Thanks, man. This is my golden era of Eagles football. But the key to the hats, go on the Eagles website like Monday and Tuesday. They'll get new hats in, and they'll last like a day or two, and then they're all gone. So if you check early in the week, sometimes you find them. The Rams should have been up 31-7 if they had scored touchdowns and not field goals. And yeah, they would have won, but they didn't. So you can't say that that's lucky. I don't consider that lucky. I don't consider 2 block kicks lucky. I consider that they saw something that they knew they can exploit. I consider lucky when it's 4th down and you're about to lose a game and the play is over and the other team should have won and there's this phantom penalty that shows up. It gives up you a 1st down to keep you in it. That's lucky. That's the Chiefs. You know, we are the best when AFC teams fans are vested in what we do. We are top dog. I know. We're so under the Chiefs' skin. It's not even funny. We got the Chiefs. We got the Chiefs fans so worked up. It's so crazy. So crazy. Do you know, like, years ago, the Eagles and Chiefs fans were like this? They were like this. They got along because Dick Vermeil was the head coach of the Chiefs. And all the Eagle fans would want the Chiefs to do good because we love Dick Vermeil. How things have changed. Wearing a Super Bowl champion official hat, that's great. Chiefs, again, your team is the weakest among contenders. Who do the Chiefs play this week? We are the new Chiefs. Except for we don't get penalties and stuff. The refs don't like us. Now we have an alliance with the Bills fans. You think? I feel bad for them. Like, I feel like you could relate to Bills fans, you know? You've never heard me say anything bad about Mahomes, and I never will. I think Mahomes is a great quarterback. Just my guy's a little better. 500 cats' dads are the best, and my man Coon is the same way. And wants me to hold. Man, Coon's a big cat. That's a beautiful cat. Well, they got Andy Reid now. They have our leftovers. Yeah, but it got ugly with the Super Bowls. Remember the Super Bowl they won? They beat us. The field with the turf guy that had that field all messed up. And then they get that phantom call in Bradbury. They were going to lose that Super Bowl too. Holmes is washed. I just want to say, since Jalen Hurts been the starter in the league, he's had a different offensive coordinator every year. Fact is, we still win. That's number. I agree. I mean, just make him the de facto offensive coordinator. I like Josh Allen watching Hard Knocks season. Yeah, I like Josh Allen too. 2-0 with Barkley on the team. A Bills and Eagles Super Bowl will break the NFL. Imagine the Eagles-Bills fans. Oh, that would be great. But unfortunately for the Bills, you got to lose again. Mahomes is good, but there's been noticeable decline in his play as Kelsey has declined. Really interested to see how the good Mahomes is after Kelsey is saved. I think Mahomes needs weapons, though. Like, I'm sorry. Like, to me, Worthy and Rice, they don't cut it. Like, you got to give him legit. You give him legit weapons. I'm just being honest. You give Mahomes legit weapon, he'll throw 50 touchdowns. He's friggin' good. And I see. I can't disparage Mahomes for one reason, because when people disparage him and say, "Well, he's not, this or that," Well, then that's the same argument people try to make about Hurts. A winner is a winner. A winner goes out and wins Super Bowls. He's won 3. That one with the 49ers, the last one that they won, he was down in overtime and led them a touchdown. So you'll never hear me talk about Mahomes bad, because to me, if you're talking bad about Mahomes, it's the same people that talk bad about Hurts. Winning has to matter. But see, I can say that. Like the Chiefs again and the other Chiefs guy always said, they can't say that about the Eagles. Eagles are better than the Chiefs. Jalen doesn't get repeat calls like prima donna Pat. Jalen doesn't puff out his lips. Like, I agree. I believe Kelsey has been a safety net too. He has, and he will have to rely on others because Kelsey's at the end. I agree. Quarterback having weapons in Andy Reid's way. Haven't changed since Philly. Nope. Chiefs came and stopped the same play, and they know it's coming. That's true. Teams have injuries and still win. Chiefs again. Yep. Bro, are you tripping? Rice is good, worthy. We're still finding out. I don't know what I think of Rice. I'm just being honest. I think he's all right. He's all right. I don't know. Maybe I'm not thinking he's as good, but I think he's like all right. I don't think he's like top 10 wide receiver. Wouldn't you give Mahomes like a top 10 receiver? Like DK Metcalf available. If I'm the Chiefs, I'm all over that. Chiefs Kingdom burns down and Andy Reid comes to Philly as an advisor. We win. One with him. Wishful thinking. It's funny. Yeah, Rice is okay. But he, I don't know. You look at what they had early in Mahomes' career. Completely different. He needs a bona fide. He does. Yeah. I think Rice would be like one of the better number 2s. But I still think they need somebody better. The Rams game turned around after you showed Philly 500. Good luck, Kitty. Is that what it was, Bill? Josh Allen has 28-1 touchdowns to interception ratio in all his playoff losses to the Chiefs. Talk about bad luck. See, I can't kill Josh Allen because what did Josh Allen do in that one crazy playoff game versus the Chiefs? He left the field with the lead, and they blew it. The defense blew it. I can't put that on him. Rice is the top 10, but he's good. Let's stop trying to act like Mahomes has no one. Well, Rice isn't playing right now. Either is worthy, so he has nobody. But even when Rice is available, I don't think he's all that. I think he's like a good number 2. I still think they don't really have a number 1. Rice is not a beast. Sorry. Rice is not Jerry Rice. Rice is I think, see, I agree, Q-Biz. I think mid. Lane is going to erase Reddick Sunday. He knows exactly what to do with Reddick. Our coach at quarterback embarrassed your team on national TV. Rice is better than Devontae Smith. You got no shot. No shot in hell. See, that's why I give them nothing. Don't give them nothing. He ain't better than Devontae. Come on. Devontae has torched the Chiefs. He has crushed the Chiefs. Even the Super Bowl we lost, he killed them. The biggest downfall of the Chiefs is the decline of Kelsey. Well, once Kelsey starts to decline, then you really see how they really have nothing else as far as I'm concerned. I'll give a fuck about the Chiefs, but Andy bleeds green and he always will. Yeah, I mean, I love Andy. I'm not, it's hard to disparage Andy Reid, But the Eagles, look, the Eagles are playing this week. I want to show you guys my plans for this week. I will have my preview video out later today. Might be a little late, but I'll have it out, and I'll give you a score prediction. But I am going to show you one thing that I do think would work really, really well this weekend. ProfitX is the ultimate sports prediction market. Dive into peer-to-peer plays, create your own odds, and face off with fellow fans for bigger thrills and better payouts through exciting sweepstakes. Legal in 40 states. It's the smartest way to play. Get started now with promo code Philly500 and score up to $200 in ProfitX cash. That's $200 in ProfitX cash. Just use promo code Philly500. Let me know how it goes. You must be of legal age. Void where prohibited. All right, so I want to show you guys. I think this is easy money. Easy money this week. All right. I want you guys to see this, right? If you look at the Eagles, they are going to be this. And I'm not even saying, like, I already took the Eagles, but what I saw today that I really like is total points. The over-under is 43.5. 43.5. I think the over's the play. I'm going to put that in. I haven't yet, but I'm going to put that in. 43.5. I think that these teams are going to score points this weekend. I do. So I love the over for this game. And you can go to ProfitX, get $200 of ProfitX cash. Just use promo code Philly500. Shout out to ProfitX. But I think that's easy. That's going to hit the over. I love the over on that. And I don't know why we're talking about the Chiefs anyways. Do I only bet Eagles? I won't usually bet the Eagles games. I'll usually only stick with props. Yeah. I just think it's bad luck to bet, like, whether they win or not. You know, now if I like a bet, I'll tell people, like, oh, look, the Eagles are 3.5 point favorites here. I like them. But I usually don't like to put anything on it because I think it jinxes them. So I do stick with just props for the most part. Like, you know, usually player props or over-under. Matthew says, Josh Allen is super good, but not cool like Hurts. No, Hurts is clutch. Hurts is probably the most clutch guy. Cam looks like a cult leader with stupid hats. Dude's a total clown. Well, Cam hates him. I don't know why these guys hate him. Yankees are getting hot. That's good. Yeah, he looks good sitting at home. Josh Allen's a choker. I don't think he's a choker. But I think he's got to show us something, you know. The question for the Eagles is, you know, like, I think the Eagles are going to come out ready to go this week. I think that this is going to be their best game of the year. I think that they're up to play the Bucs. This is one of the few teams that you could say, oh, they've had the Eagles number, or that's even out there. So I think the Eagles are up for it. I think they play their best game. But the question I have is, what are we going to do at the edge rusher or at corner? Dory Jackson might not even play. Ringo gets his chance. But do you think Zadarius Smith and Jalen Hunt are the guys that are going to go out and do you think they're going to go out and be productive enough, or do we need to add a pass rusher? I think you need to add a pass rusher. You all are disrespectful. I don't even like my own fan base. Now I see what other fans see. What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about. No, I don't think Josh Allen chokes at all. Like I said, the Chiefs game, the playoffs, he gave them the lead in overtime. And they blew it, the defense. Agreed. Eagles versus Bucs will be the Eagles we saw last half. The Bucs pain will be legendary. I think so. I'll give my score prediction in my video later today. Bye. I don't know if y'all ever seen Cam Newton win the game on Madden. It's not a woman that says that his girlfriend. It's a man. Cam likes Lady Boy. Disrespectful Josh Allen. He's great. It's his defense. I don't disagree with you. I never disrespected Allen, but I don't think people, especially other fan bases, no offense, I don't think any other fan bases have the right to tell us we're disrespecting a quarterback when our quarterback is disrespected on a weekly basis by multiple fan bases, multiple media people, and we have to put up with it at all. So I don't think anybody can tell us because we go through it more than anybody. And a lot of what the Eagle fans are saying about Josh Allen is he hasn't won yet, regardless of why. You know, that was the standard that they used to hold. Now that the Eagles win, they want to change the standards. Oh, well, you're Eagle fan, but then you should know. I mean, you should know that we go through that more than anybody. So a lot of what you see in that, you have to realize people are just basically putting back into the argument what is used against us, or what has been used against Randall. It was used against Donovan McNabb. It was used against Vic. It was used against all these quarterbacks the Eagles had that were good that couldn't win in the playoffs. That's what they're doing. If you watch Josh Allen closely enough in the playoffs, you know Josh Allen's not a choker. I know that. I know Mahomes isn't a choker. I don't think Burrow's a choker. I think Dak's the biggest choker. I think Lamar Jackson, look, he threw a touchdown pass to win the game, and the guy dropped it. So we'll see. I just want to see Allen shit on Mahomes and have D help him. Look, I thought that playoff game a few years ago, that back and forth was great. Chiefs' best chance of winning Super Bowl is if it's on field outside so they can sabotage it, right? Henry fumbles, yeah. Thank you for I respect you a lot. I respect you too. Dak tries to choke, but his choke. I mean, Dak's a choker because he goes into these games and he just shits the bed. You know? I mean, like I said, that playoff game versus the Chiefs where Allen gave them the lead in overtime. That's how I knew Foles could take the Eagles, because in that, remember Foles played New Orleans in the playoffs, and he gives us the lead late in the fourth quarter. He comes up clutch drive. We get a penalty on special teams, puts them in field goal position to win. But that told me Foles could handle the pressure. I feel the same way about Allen. For many people that make it an industry, it's not about the cash. Just because net worth is large does not mean they don't love what they do. True. I heart Foles said we was let go. Goff is a choker? Maybe. Dak, Cousins, Lamar, all chokers. Yeah, I think Lamar has to play better in the playoffs. Kirk Cousins is definitely a choker. Dak is definitely a choker. There's no question about it. That was a response to Swift being a billionaire. Oh. How about Allen doesn't rely on the defense? Put the game out of reach for Mahomes. That's what you have to do. Run it up on him like the Birds did. Yeah, I mean, look, what the Eagles did to the Chiefs was just devastating. I don't think anybody has, the Chiefs during their run, I don't think anybody has beaten the crap out of the Chiefs the way the Eagles did that Super Bowl. The pass that Andrews dropped was also in the division round. Lamar only made it one AFC championship in 8 years. That's not all on Andrews. That's fair. I think that's fair. Missouri National, yo, Philly, what's up? What's up, my man? But you look at a guy like Dak, who had a 1 seed, he had a 2 seed. He's never sniffed the NFC Championship game. I think that's a problem. Belt to ass, yeah. The Bengals also tore up the Chiefs, just not the extent we did. Yeah. Bucks destroyed Kansas City in the Super Bowl. Don't remember. Yeah, they hurt. They beat the crap out of them. They shut Mahomes down that game. What about Woolen over Ward if there's a trade? Yeah, I'm open to it. You know, the guys on the thumbnail, they represent guys that are being rumored to be out there. Not necessarily I know which one. It's very hard to know who the Eagles want. So you're bouncing a cat like a baby. I know it needs its own YouTube channel. Look at this thing. It's just out cold. This cat always wants to sleep on me. The other ones all huddle up together, and he comes to me. Actually, it's a she. What is Trey Hundred? Yeah, that's a great question. Let me look it up. Let's look it up. I don't know what he's done. Let's see. I can't type. So Trey Hendrickson has 2 sacks so far this year. He's already got 2 sacks, 7 tackles and 2 sacks. So Hendrickson's got 7 tackles, 2 sacks. The Eagles team has 3. Get him. Get him. Trey Hendrickson has 2 sacks and 7 tackles. Hendrickson ain't going nowhere. No way Bengals trade him after all the bullshit with. Why? He's a free agent, Frank. He's a free agent at the end of the year. What's the Bengals record? 1-2? And we don't know when what's his face is coming back, right? Bengals are 2-1. Crap. Yeah, it might not get them. They gotta lose, man. They need to lose some games. 2-1. 2-1 makes it not likely. So could you please turn up your audio too low for your sound so far away? Let me try. Man, I thought they lost more games than that. How about now? Is that better? Is that better now? Is that louder? Yeah, Bengals are 2-1. Should be better now, right? Yeah, sounds way better. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this mic. It's low. Now it's too loud. I'll lower it. How about now? Really? That's interesting. Is it? I lowered it some, so it should be better now. It would be malpractice for the Bengals to keep Hendrickson with Browning at quarterback for 3 months. They are idiots, though. They are idiots. They gotta lose games. If they gotta lose, they need to lose enough games where it makes it a thought, you know. Sounds good. Okay. The audio's good. They're just deaf. I don't know. It's I can't hear myself, so a little loud. 500. Let me lower it a little bit more. There, I lowered it halfway. 500. I love Nolan, but there's 3 straight seasons of injuries. I wouldn't sign him. At this point, I'm going to be honest. At this point, I wouldn't either. I would treat him just like I treat Jordan Davis. I would give him. I would pick up his option year, right? But he's got to prove that he can play, man. No sacks this year at all. Hey, Fevin, what was your breakout? Who was your breakout player for this week? Who's going to really stick it to the Bucs? You know who I think is going to have a big game? I think Saquon. They're pretty good against the run and stuff, but I think the Eagles are going to loosen up the run with the pass. I have a feeling Saquon goes off. I have a feeling he's going to break some big runs. I would treat him and Dean the same way. Yeah, exactly. Now we got Chiefs fans living. Oh yeah, they're not over. I wouldn't mind seeing how he make it play for Newsom. Newsom's another guy that's out there. I can't put all the pictures of every guy on that thumbnail, but Newsom would be, if you said to me, all right, what corner do you think the Eagles end up with? Newsom would be my favorite. My favorite in terms of he's the most likely guy to go to the Philly would be Newsom, in my opinion. If it's a corner. If it's a pass rusher, I still think Trevon Walker is the guy to watch out for. Saquon due for 150 yards. Yeah. I love how salty the Chiefs fans are now that they follow us like lost puppets. They do. I love it. Did Bennett get hurt on Jordan Davis blocked field goal? He took our Rams player. Apparently, he was hurt before then. He got hurt in week 2. But he was playing through it, and then it got re-aggravated on that last play. Why not go for? I would prefer Cam Ward over Newsome. The reason I think Newsome, I know this is crazy, but I have a theory that the Eagles use Devontae Smith's softball game as a front to see guys that they may want to pursue in a trade, and they bring them around them for softball to see how they get along with the team, and then talk to their players about these guys. We have traded for so many guys on Devontae Smith's softball team. I believe it's a front. Newsome was at the last softball game. That's why I think Newsome. I know that's crazy. And I agree, Prince Gamer. If you could get Ward, I would prefer Cam Ward over him. But I have a weird theory on that, you know? The guy I really want is Thibodeau from the Giants. I'm an Oregon fan where he went to college, so I always love when the Eagles bring them in. I would not be opposed to that. The question is would the Giants want to trade him into the division? I say, why not? What are you scared of? Like, why would you be scared of that? You know, Dallas was, but I think if a team's going to give you good compensation, even a little more, I mean, why wouldn't you do it? It's stupid not to. So I agree with you. And we got 281 likes. Let's get over 300 likes before this thing ends. Yeah, Denzel Ward. What did I say? Bro, I'm here still worried about us and not the next game against the Ravens. No. I said Cam. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. Well, I thought Denzel Ward was a defensive end. No, he's a corner. I don't see the Giants hosting any trade with Howie after being. Well, that's the thing I think too. Like, are they really gonna go out and do that? That's the question. I don't know. I don't think they would. A Kavon and Newsom would be perfect with Chauncey as the icing on the top. I like it. You prefer Newsom? I think Newsom's got a chance. I do. You're going to watch the Steelers-Viking games? You're going to have to get... I don't know. We'll see if I'm up for it, you know? I won't stream it, I'll tell you that. I'm not streaming that early. But I will... If I wake up for it, I will watch. On games I stream the Eagles, when the Eagles play 1 Eastern, like 10 in the morning my time, I need to get up at like 7. I need to get up early because I need to wake up. It's okay, I can't spell Kavon's last name for shit. Oh, I can't either. Ward still has a couple years on his contract, around $30 million next 2 years. Newsom's unrestricted free agent after this year. Howie would probably target Newsom. I think Newsom would be my favorite. If we had to land a corner, I would bet him. As far as edge rushers, I don't know. CJ's not coming back would be nothing but a depth piece. Well, I'll take the depth piece. I mean, you need a depth piece. If Makuba, who's been hurt twice already, goes out, who do you got at safety? Sidney Brown's not the guy. I'm sorry. I know there's people that like Sidney Brown. He ain't the guy. He's just not the guy. I'm sorry. Steelers in Dublin football starts 9:30 Central. Finally, who do you have in a Colts? I think the Rams are going to blow them out. I'm rooting for the Colts, but I'm not a believer in them. What obscure franchise can ski mask Howie rob this time? That's the question. And usually we talk about the guys who are named to be out there, and then Howie pulls off a trade of somebody we're like, wow, I didn't know this guy was even available. That's the kind of moves he makes. City Browns regresses his pick 6 against the Cards. Yeah, with the injuries and stuff. Big Dog, I feel breaking news coming soon. Interesting. We signed Epps. Brown is useless other than special teams. Yeah. And I don't even know what Epps has left. He hasn't been around. I haven't watched him enough to know. All the signs are pointing that I would not be surprised if they try it. Ward is 26, makes $32 million, and 29 and 27. Wonder what Newsom would get. Well, Newsom's in the last year, so he would walk. How many catches for Brown Philly? I say 7. Ward has $43 million in dead cap this season. Now that's not going to be the Eagles' dead cap, especially if they trade him at the deadline. The Eagles won't have to. That's Cleveland to do it. Didn't Ward have his contract reworked? I think he did. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, if the Browns keep beating people like the Packers, he ain't going to trade them. These teams gotta lose. That's the whole thing. Who's Howie going to get? Like, who's Howie going to rob? He's going to rob the team that is trying to sell off because they're out. And right now, when you have the Bengals 2-1, it's going to take time. When you got the Cleveland beat Green Bay, it's going to take time. You need those teams to lose. You like Epps? I don't know what he's got left. I'm not worried how he's going to make good. How he's going to do something. Can you see Eagles paying big? Yeah, I can. The Eagles were willing to go out and get Parsons. Then yeah, I think so. For the right guy. I don't think the Packers are frauds. I don't think they're as good as everybody acts like they are. I think they're good. I also think that they probably overlooked the Browns. I think they were staring at that Sunday night football game, which I'll be streaming, by the way, of Cowboys-Packers. We got 2-3 moves before the deadline before we can sit on our hands. I agree. We got plenty of time. And they're going to do something. I don't know what, but they're going to do something. Burrow got hurt. Bengals will be sellers. They got to lose. They got to start losing, and that'll be the truth. Nick, thank you for the super chat. Bengals play Denver, Lions, Packers, Steelers, all else. Yeah, they should lose every one of those games. And if they do, that's what? 2-2, 2-3, 2-4, 2-5. They're 2-5. They're going to be sellers. I agree. Yeah, could sign Shiloh Sanders as death piece, a safety guy. Yeah, but, I mean, why did he get cut? 500, what about the Chiefs signed cornerback? They're almost out of it. McDuffie. No, I don't think the Chiefs are going to be out of it. I think the Chiefs will rally. But, yeah, I mean, I don't think they would want to do that. Bucks Super Bowl contender. No, contender. I think here's what I think the contenders are. The real contenders. I think it's the Eagles, and no order, okay? But Eagles, Lions, Rams, Bucks, and Packers. I think those are 5 contenders. I think Washington's a pretender. I think a lot of these other teams are pretenders, but those to me are 5 legit contenders. Titans, Jeffrey Simmons, that would be interesting. Smith is tougher than your whole Chiefs fan. I bet these so-called Chiefs fans jump shit when Mahomes retires. I don't know, man. I've never seen Chiefs fans so pissed off. They can't deal with it, dude. They can't deal with it. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. You know, someone mentioned a few minutes ago moving Campbell to defensive end, putting Kobe back balling before. Yeah, well, that's going to happen. I think that's going to happen anyways. The question is can a rookie come in as an edge rusher and all of a sudden shore up all your problems? I don't know. I still think you need somebody else. Get one of the Bears. Haven't they stunk it up, though? Saints are going through what it. I don't know. It would depend on contract and stuff like that. Baker Mayfield has a bicep injury. Nothing. He might have. I haven't seen the injury report today. As soon as I finish this stream, I'm gonna. As soon as I finish this stream, which will be in a couple minutes, I will check out the injury report. I can't believe this cat is still sleeping on me. Look at this. Chiefs hated us because we're the ones that broke it. We definitely broke the Chiefs. Oh my God, we did. And thank you guys for being here today. I appreciate it. I do these every Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We're doing these live stream lunchtimes. As physical and aggressive Campbell, it's the least worth a try and see how. I agree. I would start this week, man. I would start this week. I think he's had limited snaps. He's gonna hurt somebody at defensive end. I think he could do it. Right, I've been watching him for like 3 years. I trade for him, then put him at the end. We broke the matrix, right? Yeah, he's sleeping. Look at this guy. He's so cute. I don't know if you guys could. He's asleep. I'm like a big mattress for him. Trade for Coy. That's interesting. I mean, I don't know what the Saints are wanting to do with him. That's the question, you know. Mr. Nash, lately your lives have been fantastic. I'm talking the non-Eagle ones. Eagles ones are always fantastic. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's your buddy. He loves always being with you. This is actually a girl. I call her Princess because she's just my little princess. I don't know how the hell I'm going to give her up. It's going to be really hard. In a couple weeks when she goes to a new home, I'm going to have a hard time because this one loves me. I'm confident once we find our identity and play our ball that we'll be, I agree, we'll beat them. 500, you tight cat whisper. That's crazy how that cat sleeps on you. I know. Cat always sleeps on me. Like I wake up in the middle of the night and she's on me. Like she just always wants to sleep with me. The other 5 all cuddle grouped together. She comes to me. It's cute. Chiefs Killer are mid just like their team. Keep that one. I don't know, man. I got too many cats. I don't know. I want to get a dog, but she's making it hard. There's always one that makes it really hard. We already beat the Rams. Don't remember the silence of the Rams. You poor Chiefs fans, man. So how we doing? Hit that like button, please. Yes, thank you. Sean McVay 1-6 against the Eagles. The Eagles are the Rams' daddy. We are. We just got to take care. If we take care of the Bucs this week, right? Because here's what I think. What you want is you want to beat the Rams, the Rams, the Buccaneers, the Lions, and the Packers. If you go 3-1 in those 4 games, in my opinion, you're probably going to be the number 1 seed in the playoffs. And like I've said, it's very hard to come to Philly in the cold weather and beat them. So to me, that's the goal. Beat the Buccaneers this week. Then all you have to do is beat the Packers or the Lions, and I think you're set for the home field. So okay to lose a couple. Well, everybody loses a couple games. That's going to happen. Chiefs might not even make the playoffs. They might not. 500. You want a baby goat? I got 4 so far on the way. If I had a different house, I would take a goat. Yeah. Thing is I never been like an animal guy growing up. Like animals nice. I would, I respect them. I would never hurt them or do anything like. Now I got these cats. I'm like this animal guy. Like what the hell happened to me? Chris Delgado, thank you for the super chat. He goes, Eagles will go 8-0 if they beat the Bucs. I think so too because they got the Bucs. Then what do they got? They got Denver after that. Yeah, they're gonna pop out a bunch of them. Get a dog, name it Barkley. I like it. I want to get a dog and name it Gagoots. Evan says, Philly, what's your score for it? I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I got to see the I got to see the injury report. Yeah, beat the Bucs. I hope the universe brings the temp down just a little bit. It would be nice. Yeah, I don't buy those PFF grades. Goats are good for 2 things: mowing the grass and meat. There you go. Daniels and McLaurin out versus the Falcons. The team is falling apart. They might lose that game. I got Eagles 30, Tampa 27, a close. Oh boy, that means get my aspirin ready. Hurts trash. I love what Hurts said to him. Detroit's starting to look dangerous again. I still don't think their defense that good though. I still don't think so. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna have to get out of here. Gotta get some stuff done. I want to thank you. We went a little bit longer than usual, but thank you guys so much. Me and little Kitty here sleeping. Look at that. We thank you so much, and I hope everybody has a great day. I will be doing a preview prediction video later. I'm gonna take a look at the injury report and stuff, and then I'll be out later today, probably a little bit like around 7, 8 o'clock Eastern. And anyways, then Shakedown Saturday, then we're streaming all day on Sunday. So I hope you guys have a great day. I will definitely talk to you guys later. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. And with that said, we out of here. Peace.
Come on, guys.
2 minutes to go. You have plenty of time.
Come on.
Oh, shit! Dad! No!
It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off! It's over!
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay!
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today! That was on you, Dak! That was on you, Dak! That was on you, Dak!
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott!
Trying to feed him
Trying to feed the CeeDee Lamb! Trying to feed the CeeDee Lamb! You tried to feed the CeeDee Lamb! You got to give it to CeeDee Lamb! God! It's over! It's over, Dak! Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking. Cut it off. It's over.
Fuck.